Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And I want to know for you guys, and put it in the comment section down below right now, where are you guys watching from? Are you watching from the US, where it's not New Year's yet, or watching from Singapore, where it's already New Year's like freaking 8 hours ago or so? It's pretty crazy. Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, first off, I must say, I've seen so many people talk about the XRP price right now, but all I can say is, man, this is so manipulated. And if you think about getting in right now, you think you have the best entry or you know what's going on, you're probably wrong, because I don't think many people know what is going on right now. The price plummeted. It dumped right on down because of all the allegations and just the SEC behind XRP's ass, or behind Ripple's ass. It pumped a little bit again because we had some enthusiasm. But then again, it's still down quite low because the general outlook for quite a lot of people is negative, and thus I am not recommending anybody to do anything on an XRP forefront. I'm not telling you guys to buy, hold, or sell. I am personally, and I must make that very clear, personally holding on through, and I'm trying to buy as many times as I can at the bottom, and sometimes, of course, selling it. For example, when Coinbase said they were delisting, I instantly sold it to buy back cheaper. It was a successful one. And I try that all the time, as I show you guys in videos, but still, don't take this as financial advice, as it can go wrong. All right, I personally think it's all worth the risk, but that's just me. All right, I like taking risks. For example, I talk about GSX sometimes here and there, but that is also because I like to take risks. All right, this project here has the idea of becoming the first growth coin, where the value of the coin is derived by the amount of gold-rich land, or just gold in assets that they have. And since they'll just keep reinvesting that money, it should, theoretically speaking, go up, which basically will give us a lot of return on the investment. Now, right now, there's a 24% bonus, which keeps going down every couple of days. Every 3 days, it just goes down a little bit again. You have another couple of bonuses for buying huge bulks, which, again, I cannot say you should or shouldn't do. I'm just saying it is there. There's also a 5% bonus for using my link. And, of course, you're also giving me a little bit of a bonus, since there is a reward for you guys for referring to you guys to it. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So just letting you guys know about that. I personally put some money in, though, because I think it might be good, and I think it's worth the risk, but, you know, some people say it's not, so then don't do it. Moving on, Ripple price analysis. Can XRP bulls stage a comeback following the bloodbath? I've seen so many people ask me that question. Can XRP rebound? Can XRP do it? Can this, that? And I keep on telling them, man, I don't think there's really any issue in this regard. I don't really think there's any issue that XRP could come back if the results of the lawsuit are positive. I don't think people are really that hurt. They're just that uncertain. And most of what we're seeing now is really an uncertainty plunge. It's not a negativity plunge, it's an uncertainty, because people are fearful, their hands are weak, because they just do not know if there's really a future for their currency, if they're doing something wrong, if massive lawsuits will come. And the funny reason I can say that that's the truth is because if people were really negative about XRP, and they were certain it was going to plunge, a lot more cryptos would really do bad, and crypto could generally just be kind of negative right now, as well. It's the way that almost all cryptos could be sued, since Tether is already going on, XRP is not going on, Stellar will most likely be next, and there's already this crypto regulation in the wallet department going on. But since they're not really heavily selling all crypto right now, it's kind of neutral, I would say, for most in general. I'm going to say there's just fear, because if we're certain, I guess a lot of altcoins would have just done bad. And right now it's doing quite neutral. So I'm going to say that it's just fear, because they do not know for certain if anything else is going to come from this, which is different than the narrative you get when you're watching comments or you're watching the people talk about it. But that's basically their actions when you're looking at the real price objectively. Now, here's an exclusive article. Alex Mashinsky says, take whatever spare cash you have and buy some Bitcoin, or basically crypto. And I'm going to say right here, do not take this as financial advice either. Because somebody saying this is still maybe not thinking about your specific situation, and it's an overgeneralization, because some people cannot really spend spare cash even into something that's speculative, because you might have needed spare cash even for something eventually down the road. Maybe you're keeping spare cash that you might need for a washing machine eventually. That wouldn't be a smart choice than to put it into crypto, because you might be able to buy 2 washing machines, but you might only be able to buy yourself a freaking cloth, so you're still going to have to use those hands, for example. If you're talking about dishwasher, maybe you still have to use your freaking cloth in your hands. Or even if you're using, a normal washing machine, you're going to still have to, go with some soap in your sink and wash those things. In this interview with Alex Mashinsky, BN Crypto discussed this year's crypto performance, institutional investors entering the crypto space, and expectations from the industry. Mashinsky said the market is probably going to have a correction, and Mashinsky predicts 30,000 to 35,000 price levels for Bitcoin for next year. So yeah, in general, he's very positive about the crypto price. I've almost said negative. So are about, I don't know, million or 5 others. The thing is, though, he's being positive also because he has a benefit in it, and even if he hadn't gotten a benefit in it, he's still overgeneralizing the idea because it still may lose his money even though the general outlook is positive and even though so many institutions are coming on in, and adoption is also increasing. For example, Las Vegas here, Las Vegas luxury car dealership sees a surge in Bitcoin payments. I talked about this back in 2018 or 17 even. We were talking about Hold and Lambos and stuff like that, and this luxury car dealer says that their revenue grew 3 to 5% while accepting crypto, as 3 to 5% from their money came from Bitcoin, which is really funny. They're not taking Bitcoin directly, so not an address themselves, but they go through BitGo, which is basically how I think most guys will enter the space at start. A lot of these guys will not accept XRP, for example, or Bitcoin directly, as it's very volatile, and they have a kind of a duty of storing it themselves, which can be very scary. If you're doing it through BitGo, though, or some guy like that, some middleman, basically, you're just getting dollars, which is also a lot easier for accounting. It's just basically possible for you to accept crypto that way without all the hassle of handling crypto because, well, you're just getting US dollars or euros, for example. Anyway. Then this one I still have to put some more emphasis on. This might be one of the biggest lawsuits in crypto to date. Coinbase CEO urges users to oppose onerous FinCEN regulation change, which is talking about the KYC checks. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong has come out against new rules that would require crypto exchanges to enforce KYC checks on customers' wallets. He has penned an open letter encouraging the exchange's users to oppose proposed changes in crypto regulation. The changes proposed by FinCEN would require crypto businesses to impose KYC checks on customers' private wallets, and Armstrong argues that the regulation is being rushed through, which affected businesses given just 15 days to voice their concerns, which would be very bad. Luckily, it's just for the US, so I don't really care, but it's very, very bad as they have to track every transaction from that point on forward, and you have to verify to them that you're doing so. Normally, in a freedom type of scenario, you have to either address you're doing huge transactions to your bank because, well, they own your money, basically. They're in control over it. But in crypto, you're completely private to do whatever you want. And I don't think I've ever gotten a question for $3,000. I've gotten them for $20,000, but $3,000, never really gotten any questions. So them having to verify anything I'm doing with $3,000, yeah, I don't like that at all, guys. Not at all. Forget the Bitcoin price. I'd invest $20K to make $1 million like this. I don't really want to show you guys exactly what they're saying because a lot of these guys are just, I think, being paid to talk about some specific stocks or something like that, which I don't really like. However, in my opinion, it is just investing it in crypto. Again, it's my opinion, not official. It's not bound to make you money. It's just a choice, a guess, whatever. I'm putting it in crypto and I'm thinking times 40, for example. It's not $1 million just quite yet, but I'm talking in dollars. These guys are talking in pounds. If you have $25,000 times 40, you're there. Sometimes I relate it to it like that. I'm like, well, I don't think it should actually be that difficult to go times 40 in crypto in general. But then, of course, you still need $25,000 to start, which is a lot. But I don't think it's impossible, though. But then again, then comes the question, what if you have $1 million? What then? Because if you got to take it out of crypto, what are you going to put it into next? Otherwise, you're going to still stay at 1 million instead of, like, I don't know, the required amount to live the rest of your life, which most likely 1 million will not suffice for. Better than this year, Bitcoin price to hit 120K in 2021, Tom Lee predicts. Tom Lee believes 2021 will resemble 2017 in terms of price developments for Bitcoin and predicted a 300% surge that could take Bitcoin to $120,000. Okay, so are, I don't know, 1,000 other people who are saying that it's true. The biggest issue behind that, though, or the biggest, I guess, bullish part, is that the weakening dollar is pushing people to go to Bitcoin, like, for example, the stimulus checks, like, for example, the allegations of fraud and stuff like that. They're just really pushing crypto to a new realm of adoption. And how did buying Bitcoin compare to buying Apple, Google, or Tesla in 2020? I still think I can use it. Bitcoin did 640%, Apple did 150%, Alphabet did 71%, and Tesla did 890%. It's kind of funny to see that Tesla actually won it all. I don't know, I just find it really interesting. A few cents for Bitcoin, however, again, it got to $30,000 in 12 years, and with Tesla, it's a little bit less overall, but I don't know. I'm still pretty happy with the general situation right now, guys. I'm pretty excited about everything that's happening in crypto. I'm still very much excited, and I don't know how people sometimes are very negative towards crypto altogether. Even though, once more, it's your own damn decision, and you can do whatever the frick you want. If you want to stop trading XRP, hey, that's completely fine. Let's actually see this one right here. This is a year ago, but what happened? XRP traded at $8,300. Guys, it's also so strange to see January 2020 to be 1 year ago. It feels like, 3 months ago or so, but no, it's a freaking year. Huh. And I thought the guy who bought 5 Litecoin for 1 Bitcoin when we were at 20K on Quadriga was crazy. Somebody most likely just made a mistake somewhere, which is also funny because right now you can actually make a lot of these mistakes already still, where you're just buying a ton of freaking, not actually a small amount of crypto for some huge amount of, or huge price. In this case here, somebody paid $8,000 in October 2019, I guess, for just a little bit of XRP. I don't know exactly how much, but it's 31,000 times higher than what he really wanted to purchase. And the thing, or the reason with that is that, yeah, you can really quickly mess up with these market orders in such an illiquid market, which of course people are trying to fix, but it's not there just quite yet. However, also that to me is really fun to see how that's just growing right now, even though the liquidity is a big issue on both sides, where one, it's really ramping up since more people are getting in, and two, it's really going down because these huge institutional buyers are grabbing it all and not changing it publicly anymore, which is taken away from the liquidity. Just fun stuff. But guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Enjoy your day, everybody.